And let's apply our partial fractions decomposition to find this antiderivative. Notice that the denominator is factored. We can't factor this any further since there are no zeros. It's a parabola that's shifted up. It doesn't go through the x-axis. So there are no zeros, so we can go directly to this decomposition, a over z, that's the first term. Remember that when we have a quadratic in the denominator, we need to allow for a generic linear term in the numerator. Clear out our denominators. And we find this, and use good choices for z. The only good choice for z here will be 0, since there's no choice that makes this 0. If we let z equal 0, I get 5 is equal to 36a, so that a is equal to 5 over 36. We make another choice for z. We'll choose z equals 0. Well, not 0, we just chose 0. Let's choose z equal 1. If we choose z equal 1, that becomes 6 is equal to a, well that's 5 over 36, times 1 plus 36, which is 37, plus b, that should be a z, but so that's going to be b plus c times 1. And we get a little bit of a mess out of this. If we bring the 36 up, we get 6 times 36 divided by 5 times 37 is equal to b plus c. And there's no way of simplifying anything there since these only have 6's in it. This is only 5 and 37. So 6 times 30 is 180, and 6 times 6 is 36, so that's 216. 5 times 30 is 150, and 5 times 7 is 35, so that's 185. Now we also need to find another equation, and so we'll let z equal something else. How about z equal negative 1? If z is equal to negative 1, then I get 4 is a, which was 5 over 36, times 37 still, plus negative b plus c times negative 1. So this stuff is still exactly the same as it was before. So that's still going to be 216 over 185. And that will be b minus c. Use these two equations with two unknowns. That tells me that b is equal to 216 over 185 minus c. If I solve the first one, brings c over. Which means if I plug that into the second one, I get 216 over 185 minus c is 216 over 185. These are both positive, so this will end up becoming 0. Negative 2c is equal to 0. So that tells me that c is equal to 0. But if c is equal to 0, then plugging it right back in here tells me that b is 216 over 185. And my integral will become A, which was 536 over Z, plus B, which is 216 over 185 times X, and C is 0, so all over Z squared plus 36. dz. Sorry, that should be a Z. These should all be Z. That's our variable. We're almost done, but we're still going to see something that we haven't seen quite yet in these partial fractions. This first one is the constant over Z. That integrates to the constant times ln of absolute value of Z. This one we have to spend a little bit more care with. So let me write that on its own over here. So if I'm integrating, I'm going to pull out the 216 over 185 since it's just numbers and we don't care about that. That just becomes Z over Z squared plus 36. And this we have to integrate with the U substitution. If U is that denominator, then du is 2z dz. And from our U substitution, if we had a 2z up here, then we'd be in good shape. So we're going to make a 2. We're going to put a 2 in, and we're going to take that 2 out. So that's 2, not a z. So that now this is 1/2 times 216 over 185 times the integral of du over u. 2z dz, the numerator is du, the denominator is u. So that's du over u, which integrates to, so the 1/2, that'll be 108 over 185 times ln of absolute value of u. But u is z squared plus 36, so that makes plus 108 over 185 times ln absolute value of z squared plus 36 plus c. And that's the answer.